Hi YouTube. I opened this channel up a long time ago and I haven't uploaded any videos yet, largely because I've been pretty busy. But I think I'm going to start making videos now. I just watched Ken Ham's State of the Nation address to all of the believers in the Southern Baptist Convention, and I have to say it wasn't nearly as awful as I thought it would be. Actually, I'll give Ken Ham a little bit of props. He's a pretty good speaker as far as it goes. In fact, I'll go as far as to say that Ken Ham actually believes what he's talking about. I know a lot of people have called him a liar before. I don't think he's a liar. But what he says is pretty bizarre. He's a man who takes the Bible to its logical extreme. He believes everything that's written in the Bible as literal fact. Kind of. See, his whole thing is that if you teach that the Earth is older than 10,000 years or 6,000 years, whatever you want to call it, if you teach that the Earth is millions of years old, then you're destroying the foundation of Christianity. And that's pretty funny because the Bible doesn't anywhere mention how old the Earth is or how old man is. All the Bible does is give a list of people who lived to be over 900 years old. If you take all those ages and you add them up, and you use the right starting point, you get a number somewhere between 6 and 10,000 years. That's where that number comes from. But Ken Ham treats it like it's part of the Bible, like it's the most important part of the Bible. He's a funny man. He's a funny man. He's been saying the same thing for 20 years. He's not going to change anytime soon. Anyway, I'm going to be uploading some videos soon that will deal with some of his specific arguments. I'll take some clips from his State of the Nation address, and we'll look at some of them. Let's see, we've got here, how to build your thinking. He talks about the religion of atheists. Oh, we'll deal with why he thinks it's so important to believe. I've already touched on that a little bit. Let's see. All of his theology is tied to Genesis. We're going to have a theological discussion about that. Now, I'm a geologist. I'm a scientist, but I was raised in a Christian church. I was a very devout believer, and I know a little bit about theology. We can talk theology, and I think it's really important too when you're engaging creationists. I used to be a creationist. That's why my channel is called Creationist. But when you're dealing with creationists, it's important to tie things back to the Bible. Because for the creationist, every bit of evidence that they accept as valid comes from the Bible. There's nothing to be said for physical evidence. It's got to go back to the Bible. We'll deal with that some. But Ken Ham likes to tie all of his theology to the first 11 chapters of Genesis. He is a firm believer in Noah's Ark, and he's got a great take on how you didn't need all that much space in the ark to fit all the animals. Let's see, he talks about some geological points that we'll deal with, and fossils. There's all kinds of material to make some great videos, so I'm going to do that. Until later, YouTube.